Well, welcome back to Living Local. Over the past couple of weeks, we've introduced you to some new faces on Our Quad Cities News, and we have another new reporter to introduce. You might have already seen him on the stations of Our Quad Cities. Reporter Joe Kellar joins us today. Welcome, Joel. So great to have you here.
Yeah, it's great to be here.
All right, so tell us a little bit about yourself and where you went to school.
Yeah, so I'm from Des Moines. I grew up in Urbandale, just a suburb over there, and then I went to school at the University of Iowa and just graduated this May.
Fresh right out of college, right?
yeah.
But you're close to home, right?
Yeah,
all your
3
friends,
hours, yeah.
Most of your friends still in Iowa?
Yeah, almost
Okay.
all of them. I've got a couple in Chicago and Minneapolis, so it's kind of nice to be kind of like in the middle of those three cities.
Yeah, but you're not that far driving distance, you know, from mom and dad, I guess. You have siblings?
Yeah. I've got a twin brother, and then I've got
a twin brother? Okay, awesome.
And then I've got a younger brother. He's 14. So.
Okay. Do you guys look a lot alike?
No,
Not at all?
Not really. Most people say we don't really, but
Okay.
I guess the family kind of sees the similarities a little more. You
right.
know?
Of course. Okay, so what made you decide to get into news?
It's actually, I've always wanted to go into news. I remember back in kindergarten we had like a music concert where you dressed up as like your future profession, and I had like a little blazer, like an ESPN logo. So it was always a dream of mine, and you know, I really was only following the sports path until last summer when I did an internship out in Solon and Mount Vernon in Iowa, and I started covering more news, and the more I did it, like it was a little uncomfortable at first because I didn't know exactly what I was doing, but the more I did it, the more fun it was. Yeah.
Breaking news, that's always fun, right?
Yeah, and just like covering like local government and local happenings, it's just so rewarding, and that's something that I never thought like I would enjoy as much as I have.
And making a difference too, right?
Yeah, exactly.
For sure. So what has been maybe some of your highlights during your time when you were covering news?
Yeah, I would say I covered the Solon Beef Days last summer, and that was so much fun. The entire community got together, and it was a great time. They were throwing hay bales over the little pole thing, having that challenge, and I was taking pictures right underneath. I got hit by a hay bale once or twice. It was fun, but also, I mean, at Iowa, just covering Hawkeye sports. I've been a lifelong Hawkeye fan, so it's fun to be on the other side, to be in the media, and you have to take your bias out of it. And it was really fun to do that with a team that I really like knew already going in, and I knew all the ins and outs, and it was fun. Right.
So so you did some sports earlier when you were starting out, you say, and still did a little bit, I guess, during your college days, right?
Yeah.
So what would be some of your favorite stories to report on?
Oh, I really love like feature stories about like athletes that have maybe gone through a lot to get to where they are. I did one on this basketball player in a D3 school at Cornell, and he had lived in 7 different countries before coming to small town Iowa. He was like in England and in Brunei, and it was just like this crazy story of him following his basketball journey, because I mean, he was from a country where basketball wasn't big, and I mean, he outgrew the competition there, is what he said. So he came to Iowa, played some ball, and now he's in Taiwan playing professional basketball. And I was like, that's crazy.
That's crazy, yeah, that is. You know, to learn, you know, from folks too, and see their journey as well and document that. All right, so let's talk a little bit more about you as far as your hobbies. Do you have any interests outside of the newsroom?
Yeah, so I love golfing. I try to go golfing at least once or twice a week. I'm getting back into running. I ran in high school, and this summer I really just tried to get consistent, getting out on the streets and on the paths and getting some runs in. And now I'm training for the bigs, so hopefully I'll be in shape by the time that comes around. But it's getting closer, and it's like, oh, after 3 miles I'm kind of gassed. It's a little tougher than I remember.
Okay, so what would you say you're looking forward to the most, being a part of the news team at Our Quad Cities News?
Yeah, I think it's close. It's the people. I mean, it's been so fun to work here already, and just being out in the community. There's just a lot of fun people to talk to, and everyone's been really nice to me. But also just the opportunity to come out here and report the news in the Quad Cities. I think it's gonna be a great time. Yeah. And I'm really looking forward to the rest of the year.
Yeah. Okay. So before moving here, I mean, I'm sure you asked some folks around here, or when you got in town, some of the people downstairs, excuse me, in the newsroom. Did they tell you to try things, or maybe some restaurants, that kind of thing?
Yeah, well, I always knew that the baseball stadium was really cool.
Yes.
So I'm really looking forward to going to a couple games this year. I know the season's almost getting close to being over, but I will make it out for sure. And then people downstairs, they were saying I had to try El Patron. So
yes.
Was last week or July 3rd. I went out, tried it. It was the best Mexican food I think I've ever had. I had a steak burrito. It was amazing.
Yeah, well, the folks downstairs will definitely know. They definitely know. So, yeah, lots of great restaurants around here, and I'm sure you'll have plenty of opportunities to test all those out. But
yeah.
Joel, thank you so much for coming in, and best of luck to you, and welcome to our Quad Cities News.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for having me.
All right, if you have a story idea or questions for Joel, you can email him at jkeller@whbf.com. We'll also have all those details posted on OurQuadCitiesNews.com. More Living Local continues after the break. Stay with us.